Welcome back, everyone.
Great to be here.
So today we're diving into review lesson 142 of the course.
That's right. And it might look brief on the page, just a few sentences.
Yeah, really short.
But trust us, there's quite a bit packed into it, and we've got some fantastic listener questions lined up.
Absolutely. These questions really help unpack the core ideas here.
They really do.
And just a quick reminder, if you have a question for a future deep dive, you can reach us on TikTok. That's at the World Harmony Project.
Or shoot us an email, acim@theworldharmonyproject.org. We love hearing from you.
Okay, so let's start by reading the lesson itself, lesson 142.
My mind holds only what I think with God. 123, I thank my Father for his gifts to me. 124, let me remember I am one with God.
All right. Straight to the point. Now let's get into these 6 really excellent questions we received about this very lesson.
Sounds good.
Okay, first one. A listener writes, I feel like I have to constantly monitor my thoughts, make sure they align with God, but it's exhausting. How do I do this without feeling all this pressure?
Yeah, that feeling of pressure, it's so understandable, isn't it? Like you're fighting yourself.
Totally. It sounds like a recipe for burnout.
Exactly. And, well, the Course suggests something different. It's more like our natural state, is already aligned with divine thought.
So it's not something we have to force into existence.
Precisely. Think of the sun. It's always there, right?
Right.
But sometimes it's obscured by clouds.
Okay.
We don't need to create the sun. Our practice is more about just allowing those clouds, the limiting beliefs, the ego thoughts to drift away, let them dissipate.
So the light can just shine through naturally.
That's it. It's about allowing, effortlessly allowing, not this constant forceful control. That's how we align.
Like trying too hard to fall asleep. It just keeps you awake.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Exactly that. You can't force sleep. You have to allow it.
Yeah.
Same principle here with divine thoughts.
Makes sense. Okay, next question. Does the Course mean I should be grateful even when life is hard? Isn't that just denying reality?
Another really important one. Gratitude.
Yeah, it can feel a bit like putting on a brave face, maybe. Ignoring the bad stuff.
Well, that's the common misconception. Gratitude in the Course isn't about pretending challenges don't exist or that everything feels great all the time. That's not it.
So what is it then?
It's more about recognizing or being willing to see the inherent lessons, the potential for growth within every single experience, even the tough ones.
Weighing them differently.
Exactly. True gratitude comes from perceiving challenges through a higher lens, you could say. A lens that looks for the purpose, the learning opportunity.
Like maybe a setback at work feels awful initially.
Right. Disappointing, frustrating.
But the Course-based gratitude would involve trusting that this experience, however difficult, holds something valuable for your growth.
Yes. Trusting that it serves a purpose in the bigger picture, even if you can't see it immediately. It's not denying the difficulty. It's trusting the process.
Okay, I see the distinction. It's subtle but important. All right, question 3. This listener wonders, if we are one with God, does that mean we lose our unique personality and become some kind of spiritual blank slate?
Oh yeah, the fear of losing individuality. That comes up a lot.
The idea of just dissolving into nothingness or sameness.
It sounds scary losing what makes you you, but the Course actually proposes the opposite.
Oh, how so?
It suggests that true individuality, your real uniqueness, is actually found within that oneness.
So remembering unity with God doesn't erase you.
No, it actually helps you become more authentically yourself because you're freeing yourself from the fears, the limitations, the ego stuff that obscures who you truly are.
Can we give an example?
Sure. Think about musicians in an orchestra.
Okay.
Each instrument has its own distinct sound, right? A violin sounds different from a trumpet. Each contributes uniquely.
Yeah.
But together, playing in harmony, they create something much richer, much greater than any single instrument could alone.
So our individuality is like our unique instrument.
Exactly. And oneness with God, with divine truth, is like playing your unique note perfectly in harmony with the whole symphony. You don't vanish, you actually flourish.
I like that. Your note becomes clearer, maybe?
Precisely. Less muffled by fear.
Okay, here's one I think many people relate to. I still get frustrated, sad, and anxious. Does that mean I'm failing at the Course?
Right. The persistence of negative emotions, it feels like a contradiction sometimes, doesn't it?
Definitely. Like, if my mind holds only what I think with God, why am I still feeling this?
And the answer is, it absolutely does not mean you're failing. Not at all.
That's reassuring.
The Course isn't about suppressing feelings or achieving some state of permanent emotionless bliss. It invites us to understand them differently.
How so?
These emotions, frustration, sadness, anxiety, they can be seen as signals, like little alarms.
Alarms for what?
Indicators that we've temporarily forgotten our true nature, that we've momentarily bought into a limiting belief or a fearful thought.
Okay, so they're not the real us, but a sign we've strayed.
Exactly. Think about waking up from a really vivid nightmare.
Okay. The fear feels incredibly real in the dream.
Right. Terrifying even. But the moment you wake up, you realize, oh, it was just a dream. The fear loses its power because you recognize it wasn't reality.
And the negative emotions are like that dream fear.
In a way, yes. They feel intense, they feel real in the moment, but they don't define your ultimate reality, which is peace and oneness. The Course is about gently learning to wake up from those fearful perceptions.
Gently waking up, not beating yourself up for dreaming.
Beautifully put, yes.
Okay, next up. I repeat the Course affirmations, but I don't feel any real change. Am I doing something wrong?
The affirmation trap, just saying the words.
Yeah, like maybe expecting them to be magic spells or something.
Kind of. And it's true, just repeating affirmations mechanically without really engaging with them often isn't enough for deep change.
So the power isn't just in the words themselves?
The power is in genuinely engaging with their meaning, letting them actually reshape how you see things, how you perceive the world and yourself. It's about trying to live the truth of the words.
Not just reciting them.
Right. Think about wanting to get physically healthy.
Okay.
Just saying, I am healthy, I'm strong, over and over won't do much if you're not also, eating well, exercising, changing your mindset.
True. Action and belief have to follow the words.
Exactly. It requires commitment, a shift in habits, a real belief you can change. The Course's affirmations are tools, powerful tools, but they're meant to guide our perception and understanding, not just be recited mindlessly.
They're pointers, not the destination itself.
Well said, yes.
All right, last question for today. How do I know when I've achieved oneness with God? What if I never get there?
Oh, this gets right to the heart of it. The striving, the feeling of a distant goal.
Yeah, like it's some peak you have to climb, and you're worried you'll never make it to the summit.
And the profound insight the Course offers here is, well, oneness isn't something you achieve in the future.
It's not.
No, it's the fundamental reality of your being right here, right now. It's a truth you've just temporarily forgotten, covered up.
So the journey isn't about becoming one, but remembering that we already are.
Exactly that. It's not about reaching some distant goal or transforming into something new. It's about remembering what has always been true.
Like cleaning a dusty mirror.
Perfect. The reflection of your true self, unified with God, is already there, perfectly intact. It's just obscured by the dust, by the ego's illusions and misperceptions.
So the spiritual practice isn't about forcing the reflection to appear.
It's about gently, patiently, clearing away the dust, removing the distractions, the false beliefs that make that inherent oneness seem distant or unreachable. It's already here.
That takes the pressure off the achieving part.
It really does. It shifts the focus from striving to allowing, from becoming to remembering.
These questions, wow, they really did cut through to the core of Lesson 142 and how it ties back to gratitude and remembering we are one.
They absolutely did. It's amazing how they all circle around that central theme, moving from seeing ourselves as separate and struggling to recognizing our inherent connection and the peace that's already ours. And you can hear the common threads, can't you? It's clear that many, many people are grappling with these exact same points.
Yeah, and it shows how these ideas are valuable, whether you're just starting with the Course or, you've been practicing for years. There's always a deeper layer.
That's so true. Sometimes these listener questions really shine a light on subtle areas where maybe some unconscious resistance is still hanging out, even for people who feel quite familiar with the material.
Definitely. It always offers a fresh perspective. Well, thank you to everyone who sent in these amazing questions. And thanks to all of you for joining us for this deep dive.
Yes, thank you all. We'll do this again tomorrow.